this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at Noon. I'm Kira Parham.
And I'm Hannah Hickman. Thanks for tuning in. As of this morning, Utah has had 59,747 confirmed cases of coronavirus. Statewide, the death toll has reached 437. As of this week, there are 9 confirmed COVID-19 cases among DSU students, faculty, and staff, all of whom are self-isolating. Since May, DSU has had a total of 38 confirmed and recovered cases.
There seems to be a commonality between being on Zoom and having anxiety. Let's take a dive in to see.
While some students are taking advantage of not having to show their faces, others would prefer it. It's convenient to be on Zoom. You can participate no matter where you are, but convenience does have its price. And that might mean you have to put a little extra effort to get the attention of your professor.
I was a little nervous just to I feel like I do better in class because I can ask more questions. In Zoom, it's hard because you have to unmute yourself and stuff and kind of stop the professor and stuff instead of just raising your hand.
Although some may feel a little nervous about the learning environment at home, to some it's an escape or what they would consider a breath of fresh air.
I'm on campus a lot since I work here, and so getting away makes it easier to kind of refocus on things.
As much as some would want to use the time to focus up, being home or even being in public could put a strain on a person's ability to staying on track during a Zoom call.
I actually am a Zoom assistant for the college, so a lot of kids struggle at home, and I notice if they have a lot of people around and they're not paying attention, and it's just they're kind of making it harder for themselves.
Anxiety does not discriminate when it comes to who's going to be affected by distant learning. For freshman student Mackenzie Dennis, she prefers Zoom over in person.
The thing about Zoom is I don't have to turn the camera on, so I can say whatever I want and not feel anything.
Students are encouraged to speak to their professors and visit the Booth Wellness Center if they are struggling with Zoom.
The Booth Wellness Center is being proactive when it comes to suicide prevention, especially here on campus. As part of Suicide Prevention Month, a special week of events on campus was held to help students know they aren't alone. Dixie Sun reporter Jordan Palmer has more.
This week is Suicide Prevention Week, a week that brings awareness to mental health problems and those who are suffering from them.
Suicide Prevention Week on Dixie State University campus aligns with National Suicide Prevention Month. It is a campaign to offer hope to those that may be struggling or suffering in silence.
I think the most important part about Suicide Prevention Week is the awareness that it brings to people. A lot of people are silently stressed and silently suffering, and just bringing awareness to it and showing how many other people struggle. It normalizes it and it makes it more human, and I think the point is to kind of have a camaraderie knowing that you're not alone.
The pinwheels and backpack display on our campus for Suicide Prevention Week represents our students who may be struggling. The pinwheels represent 1,310 Dixie State University students who had seriously considered suicide in the prior 12 months. And there's 310 backpacks displayed, and those represent the students at Dixie State campus who had suicide attempts in the prior 12 months.
I think a big one for college students is making sure that they have a school and personal life balance.
I try to not worry about things that I can't control. So if I can't control it, I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to worry about it. I like to do something I enjoy every day and be around people who make me happy.
I think students have a lot of stressors. I actually learned in one of my psych classes that second to losing a child, college is the second most stressful thing you can go through.
For Dixie Sun News, I'm Jordan Palmer.
If you or a loved one is struggling with thoughts of suicide, please reach out to the Booth Wellness Center or contact the National Suicide Hotline listed on the screen.
St. George was trending this week on Twitter, but not for the reason you might expect. Late night host Jimmy Kimmel retweeted a video from ABC4 that covered an anti-mask rally that happened here last month. Kimmel referred to a woman in the video as the world's dumbest person for her comments comparing wearing a mask to George Floyd saying he can't breathe.
A program created to teach women skills to protect themselves to Southern Utah. Smart Defense was launched by Elizabeth Smart as a nonprofit organization dedicated to educate and prevent sexual abuse. The program has techniques from Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, and Krav Maga. The first session of classes is set to begin tomorrow. For availability, visit elizabethsmartfoundation.org.
St. George is being recognized on the list of the safest cities in Utah. Company Advisor Smith did an analysis that studied over 79 cities in Utah, and St. George made it top 6. Statistics were based on crimes per capita or per person. Dixie State Police were also recognized earlier this year for their role in promoting safe campuses.
Utah public safety officials have announced that the 5-year backlog of sexual assault kits has officially been cleared. After a backlog that contained more than 2,000 kits was discovered, the Utah legislature passed a bill in 2017 requiring all kits to be tested in the state lab. In the past 5 years, more than 11,000 kits have been tested and almost 2,000 suspects have been identified. Going forward, the lab is hoping to have tests completed within 30 days.
Utah State Senator Derek Kitchen is working to pass the Crown Act to end race-based discrimination in schools and workplaces. The bill was created by the Crown Coalition, which stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair. California became the first state to pass a hair discrimination ban last year, and now 7 other states have followed. Kitchen is hoping Utah will be next.
Wildfire season is among us and Utah is feeling the heat. There are 8 active fires in Utah. Utah firefighters are not only fighting blazes here, but in other states as well. More than 100 Utah firefighters have been deployed in Oregon to stop nearly 1 million acres from continuing to burn.
It is such a tragedy that there are so many wildfires going on right now, and I hope that all of these firefighters make it home safe to their families.
Yeah, it's definitely scary. I know being back home in Southern California, I've felt the effect of wildfires, and my heart goes out to anyone who's been affected by them. Stay tuned. After the break, I'm sitting down with Jenny Callahan to discuss study abroad opportunities for students.
And coming up, I have the breakdown on baseball, Big Ten football, and more. And coming up, I have the breakdown on baseball, Big Ten football, and more.
Get our print career. And there's the bottom.
Does this one have more water?
Can you tell me why?
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
1, 2, 3, 4. 0.52 kilograms. This graph is square.
Pretty close.
Artemisia is all the sage brushes, but there's your needle and thread. Which one is this?
Come down. Turn, please. Right.
Sodium carbonate.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. The big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this.
I need a one dance.
And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Despite COVID-19, you still have a chance to study abroad. Study abroad programs are expected to continue for their projected dates. The Study Abroad Fair, which was held yesterday, provided students with the ability to meet with faculty and staff members who oversee particular study abroad programs. Here in studio, we have Jenny Callahan to discuss more on study abroad. Jenny, thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me. This is great.
So I know study abroad was affected last year. What happened with that? Programs got canceled, students weren't able to go.
They did. It was fairly disappointing for everybody, faculty and students alike, when the word came down that we needed to suspend travel. We did the best we could to inform students of how to get their program fees refunded. and move forward from there. But yeah, that was tough. We're hoping to move forward with higher hopes for this coming.
So students are eligible for refunds then with the programs that
they have
were
already
affected.
been done.
Okay.
Yep, already done.
All right, so what programs are being offered this semester then? Is it the same as last? Are there any new ones?
It is a little bit different. Each year our faculty-led programs can be different. So some of the programs from last year that were canceled have come back, and then we have some new ones as well. So our faculty-led programs, we have programs going to Ireland, Spain, South Africa, Rome, Colombia, Florence, Italy, Dominican Republic, and Costa Rica.
Those all sound great. It's amazing to see that there's going to be more programs that are available again as well. So can anyone join Study Abroad?
You bet. There are some GPA requirements for faculty-led programs. That's a 2.0. For exchange programs, which are semester-long programs, that's a little bit different than our summer programs. Those require a 3.0. But you go ahead and you apply. The faculty leaders review your applications and determine acceptance.
All right. Well, do you have any concerns over sending students abroad with a pandemic going on, or is?
Well, I'm always nervous as we get ready to send students out, because it's a big responsibility for the university to make sure everything is safe for that student. So the pandemic is just another thing to worry about, because we're always worrying about it. But I actually started the year off a little pessimistic, a little blue about the prospects for 2021, and as 2020 has continued on, I'm feeling optimistic that our summer programs are going to go. We don't have spring programs going out. We wanted to put our full efforts with the best chance of success, and so we placed that on summer 2021. But we'll review case by case on our programs as they near their departure dates to determine if it's safe or not.
And where can students go to find more information in regards to Study Abroad?
You bet, studyabroad.dixie.edu.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting down
Thanks
with
for
me.
having me.
Do you have a favorite program in mind?
Oh, I would love to go on all of them. Art History in Rome sounds awesome. Our new program to Ireland with Patrick Smith in digital film and theater sounds really interesting.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Be sure to stay tuned after the break. Michael Sanaskoy has this week's update in college sports.
Kevin, get our print career. And there's the bottom.
Does this one have more water?
Can you tell me why? I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
1, 2, 3, 4. 0.52 kilograms. This graph is square.
Pretty close.
Artemisia is all the sagebrush, but there's your needle and thread. Which one is this?
Come down. Perfect. Great. Sodium carbonate.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this.
I need a one dance.
And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Great news for college football fans. The Big Ten made an announcement yesterday saying Big Ten football will return on October 23rd through the 24th. It will play an 8-conference only schedule. Even though this is music to college football fans' ears, some fans think otherwise about the decision. Taking a look at the Big Ten's Twitter post about the decision to proceed with football, people were making arguments about other Big Ten fall sports programs not getting the attention it deserves to start back up, how football is a money move over a safety move, and the issues of resuming football sooner than later given the world circumstances. DC Athletics had no comment on the announcement, and no last-minute changes will be happening. If you want an opportunity to play Division I baseball, now's your chance. The DC baseball program will be holding an open tryout for the upcoming 2021 season. In order to try out for the team, you'll have to be a full-time DSU student, complete all necessary forms, including all medical and COVID-19 testing information. Tryouts will be held in October, but a date and time has not been set. Tryout packets will be available on Monday, and you can get your packets by contacting DSU baseball head coach Chris Feinhauer at 435-652-7530 or feinhauer@dixie.edu. We've had some fun times here with athletics, and especially with the interviews. Here's a look at some of our favorite interview moments and bloopers over the years.
It seems that every single college deals with the same old problem, the horrible freshman 15. But here at Dixie State, we have active learning and active life. But let's see if this actually goes into play with our students here and see what they have to say how to avoid the freshman 15.
The freshman 15.
We specialize in like cardio, high intensity interval training, which is great. You can do short little bits of it. You can be done in 30 minutes and you're going to keep burning calories when you're gone. So that's
when you're gone.
First step is you hold the racket in continental, or also known as the hammer grip, since you hold the racket like it's a hammer.
Good afternoon, Trailblazers. I'm here with men's soccer player
Brian Ball.
And where are you from?
Henderson, Nevada.
What year are you?
I'm a senior.
Okay. So since this is your senior year, what has been your favorite memory over the 4 years here at Dixie?
Probably going 13-0 last year and winning the conference championship.
Congrats, that's good.
Okay, so I'm here with some of the football players about to talk about D-Day. Do you guys like D-Day?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we like it.
Do you feel like it helps the players in the game?
Yeah, because when more people here, we get motivated to do better things for the school and for the team.
Yeah, because when more people here, we get motivated to do better things for the school and for the team.
Do you guys know when your D-Day is?
We do not, but we'll get back to you on that one. Sorry.
Every day is D-Day.
Do you feel like you influenced their win tonight?
Yes. Our girls worked hard and they won a tough game. They did their thing.
Okay, what was your favorite part about being here tonight?
My favorite part was in the third game with us 24-20, and everybody stood up on the bleachers to hype up our girls win the game. And when they hit that game-winning point, we got turned up and we rushed the court to get them hyped.
Wow. Wow.
That's you can't beat any of those. Like, those are all too good. Did you guys see the first guy that tried to copy my eyebrows?
A copycat?
Yeah.
Or did he create it first?
I think it's all me. It's all original.
Oh, okay. I wonder if that guy ever got back to us about if he knows what D-Day is.
Yeah, does anyone really know what D-Day is? I wonder.
Apparently every day is D-Day.
Yep, every day.
And that's it for this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at noon.
We will see you here next week, same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.